all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Sonatas.
All right, folks, back here on the Gerald the Bossman Show. Onto the eastern shore of Maryland to Princess Anne up there, UMES, the Hawks. Coach Jason Crafton on the Bossman Show. Coach, how's it going up there on the eastern shore, man?
I'm chilling, man. The sun is out. We got a warm day up here on the eastern shore. It's a great day to be a Hawk. I'm chilling here with the boss man. I'm excited to be here, excited to be the head coach at Maryland Eastern Shore, and excited to be on your radio show. Thanks for having me.
Coach, we double Hawks. I'm an Atlanta Hawk. That's my side gig. And you're a UMBS Hawk, so we all hawked out today, Coach.
I'm sorry to hear you're an Atlanta Hawk. We got to get you some Maryland Eastern Shore real Hawk gear, and make sure you're representing the right Hawk down there.
I hear that, Coach. Hey, man, what does job mean to you, man? Leading the Eastern Shore Hawks, man. I know you was in the G League with the Sixers there, but now you got your head gig here, coming up in the MEAC conference. How you feeling about that, Coach?
I feel excited about it. You know, a lot of people don't know that 11 years ago, I pursued this job back when they hired Frank Allen, who I'm actually good friends with now, and built a great relationship with him. And when I was an associate head coach at the Naval Academy 11 years ago around this time, I was trying to be the head coach at Maryland Eastern Shore. And I always had my eyes on this job, so to be able to get it this time around, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the incredible campus we have, the facilities, the dynamic people that we have on our campus, our administration, our alumni. I'm ready to get to work, man.
Small world, Coach. When I was a young man coming up, I used to go to Coach Allen's camps at Tennessee State University when I was summertime with my mother. That's how I've known Coach Allen for many years. So that's small world.
Okay, nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, man, he's a great dude, man, a great dude, and I that's crazy. You've been on his job for 11 years, man. That's and how it comes around. Now the gig is yours. So now that the gig is yours, man, what are your thoughts about putting your spin on this program? Now you haven't been there that long, but now you're trying to put your imprint on it now. So how's that been going so far?
Well, I think I got my keys yesterday. They first gave me some keys last week. It didn't work. So the first win of the week this week was I got keys that work. So we're doing well there.
No doubt.
I can get in the building. I can get in my office. I'm excited to say we just had six recruits up today. So we were running around with those guys and giving them a chance to see campus and explore some things. And I'm really excited about trying to implement these two core words of our program. And one is family. We want to just really, have a brotherhood here with our players. We want to be a family with our alums, our administration, our community, family with even people like you that support us and even sometimes talk bad about us not doing good, but everybody's family. And we want to have that type of culture here. And then we talk a lot about tenacity and having some edge in how we play offensively, how we play defensively. So, that's my main goal right now is to really get the culture right here and based around family and tenacity.
One thing about me, Coach, I don't bash because, with my job with the Hawks, I have to spin everything to make it sound good. So I don't bash. So I've learned how not to bash, make it all sound good. And if you're losing, I make it sound good. Well, he scored 28 points on the second half. So I always make it sound good no matter what it is. So I've learned that skill working with the Hawks.
Yep. I got you. Now, all good. I just saying that sometimes it's your job to be critical and media stuff, and that's all good. It comes with the territory, and, I accept everything that comes with the position.
Now, I know you're happy about this. You get to kind of recruit your guys in the sense of getting them to buy into your system. See if they want to be a Eastern Shore Hawk going forward, because that's really key. As a new coach coming in there, you got to make sure the guys buy in and want to really be a part of the program. You don't want any guys who don't really want to be there, making the whole puzzle not fit all the way right because they want to do their own thing, or they're not bought into what you're trying to sell these guys to build this program up the way you want it to be, and then the MEAC conference there.
Yeah, I think, buying and culture is important, like what we talked about. So I think we have, a great opportunity here because, we didn't lose a lot to graduation, but, there were some guys that put themselves in the transfer portal before I even got the job. Which created some room and some room for opportunity. So right now we have 7 returning players on scholarship, and we do have a couple walk-ons that are looking to come back. But 7 scholarship players returning, which creates opportunity. Opportunity to bring 6 players in and to try to make a big splash in terms of bringing the right types of guys in that fit what we want to do. So I think we have good guys coming back. And the type of guys coming back that are going to strive to fit what we're trying to do, and then we're going to bring in guys that are also kind of going to be in that same mindset. So, and then we'll have 3 or 4 seniors next year that are going to graduate. So we're going to have a chance over the next, 12 months to basically bring in, 10 guys, and so it's going to turn into a new look roster extremely fast.
Now, you're going to try to do the international route, the grad transfer route, the transfer route where a guy sits one and plays how many years he has left, or you don't do the JUCO route or high school seniors. I know you got 5 ways so you can do it, but what probably do you think works best for you now going forward as you build your program?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be about, we're going to be aggressive in the grad transfer route, but, the thing about the grad transfers is we're going to be honest about the fact that, you can't, everybody's telling guys they can come and get a master's in 1 year. We're going to take the right grad transfers that understand that, most grad programs are going to take 2 years, so we're going to do it the right way in terms of that. We're not just going to sell you on a dream with that. So we're going to be active in that market. We're also going to be active in the prep school market in terms of post-grad kids and guys that have an extra year under their belt. We're going to be active in the JUCO market and looking at, guys that are transfers coming out of junior college. And then we might look at taking the right type of Division I transfers that are guys coming from a higher level that might either sit for a year and then can give us some aggressive, intense bodies in practice, and put us in position to get some recruiting done for the following year. So that's the route we're looking at right now. We're aggressive in the prep route. We're aggressive in the JUCO transfer route. We're aggressive in the grad transfer route, and we're looking at the right Division I guys to sit out.
Coming from a G League, so I know that you know all about development. So I want to ask you about player development here this summer, because it's going to be really key. It's been a new coach to kind of evaluate what you have on that roster and help those guys pick up at least one new skill this summer to help you come October when things really get serious. So what's your player development plan this summer going to be for the guys? Will it be a lot of weightlifting, working out, conditioning, on court, a little bit of all that stuff, Coach?
Yeah, I think we're going to put in the total program. And, a lot of people are going to look at what we do and say, oh, it's NBA driven. He got that from the Sixers or the G League I was trained the right way coming from Jay Wright of Villanova, and he taught us how to do things a certain way, and player development and getting guys better has always been an emphasis in terms of what I've done in my entire coaching career. So that's how I was raised in this business. So, I think that skill training every day is going to be important for us. Daily vitamins, we'll call them, things that we've got to do fundamentally in terms of footwork, passing, catching, shooting, defensive fundamentals and vitamins every day in terms of our sliding and the way we close out and our help side and our talking, and then we're going to try to do some things creative and dynamic in the weight room in terms of how we train and implementing some plyometrics and some things, a lot of core training and flexibility. Utilize this great facility we have where we have an Olympic track right outside, right behind our gym, and we've got an Olympic pool right here and the weight rooms right here. So I think we have a chance to do some special things. I also saw we have like a big prairie where like there's a lot of open space around here for some nice, what we call them in the military, motivational PT. Motivational physical training. So anytime something's not going the right way, I think we got a lot of space around here for some motivational PT.
I hear that.
Guys some extra work. So I think, with the training we're going to do and the dynamic of the style of play, we're going to be fast-paced. We're going to push the heck out of the ball. We're going to defend 94 feet. We're going to switch defenses when we can and just try to be a team that makes you uncomfortable.
And non-conference schedule-wise, it's tough for guys coaching the SWAC and the MEAC. You all on the road pretty much the whole non-con season. So beyond those guaranteed games you have to play, you're trying to get some guys to come over there to Princess Anne and play you guys, or 2-for-1, or home and home. You can get some guys to come out there and play you guys. There are D1 guys out there play those D2 schools because they don't really help you much RPI-wise.
Yeah, I think we might have probably the strongest strength of schedule in the country next year when I look at what the thing that was laid out for me. I didn't have anything to do with this schedule, but we're going to play some heavy hitters. We got Baylor, we got Stanford, we got Oklahoma, we got Penn State, we got Virginia Tech. It's 5 high majors, and then we've got 5 mids in Fordham, UNC Charlotte, East Carolina, Liberty, and one other. I did a good job. I named most of them. I forget the other one. One more that we got. No. So those are going to be the mid majors, and then we have a couple of low major teams that we're going to play. Not many, but so our schedule is going to be a very intense, tough schedule. And not a lot of non-D1 games on there. Maybe there's one, and then we've got a home and home with Longwood. Outside of that, everybody else is going to be Atlantic 10. ACC, Big Ten, Big East, games like that. So it's going to be a lot on the road, and we're going to use it as an opportunity to, gain some incredible experience against upper-level teams to put us in the best position to compete against our league. So I'm excited about it. At
least those games pay well.
Yeah, so I'm trying to put it in the best way possible. Yeah, so we gotta make some money, keep the lights on. So
yeah, at least they pay well. I just called it IC. At least they pay well.
Yeah. But it's what it is, and I think we're not the only ones that have to go through it. I think some have to play. We probably play a little more than some other schools, but I think that we're up for the challenge, and we're going to use it as an opportunity to just kind of go against elite programs and try to get better. So regardless of the score, we're going to keep coaching every possession and put ourselves in position to one day start to win a few of those games.
I hear that.
That's what we're trying to build. We're trying to build a situation of my best friend, Rob Jones, is the head coach at Norfolk State.
My guy, Rob. That's my dude, too.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, he's had a chance to build something special down there. And, So and sneak some of those games and win some of those, and I look at what Lavelle's done at North Carolina Central, and, I think the MEAC is a conference that's still overlooked, and hopefully we can do some things to build this program up so we can be in the same conversation as those schools.
Yes, I know you kind of mentioned Jerry Wright a little bit. I want to also get your thoughts on this coach. Who are some other coaches and guys who really had an impact on you in your career, like Coach Allen and those guys who really help mold you as a coach, help show you the way to be the coach you are today and going to be for this program going forward?
Yeah, I think Billy Lang, who was my head coach at the Naval Academy, we worked together at Villanova, and he was also with the Sixers this past year, one of the top assistants for the Sixers. So we've got a long history of working together side by side in different ways. He just got the head job at St. Joe's University, so he's also a Hawk as well, St. Joe's Hawks. He's been dynamically influential in my career. Obviously, you already mentioned Jay Wright. And then obviously being around Brett Brown this past season, the little bit that I was in training camp and being able to be around a team in the springtime here after the end of our G League season, I was very impressed with just how he managed the team, how he managed their culture, the egos, and just kept everybody in check and just had a servant's heart. So he's a superstar in this business, and I was, just so thankful for the opportunity just to kind of be in his presence. I think when you think about the coaching pedigree I have under Jay Wright, Billy Lang, and Brett Brown, I'm just humbled to be in the conversation with those guys and have learned and some things to be able to implement into what I do.
Now, Coach, how was it to coach my former classmate, Robert Covington, at Tennessee State? We both went to school together. How was it to coach that guy? Because I'm so proud of him, what he's accomplished. I chose the radio route and the football route. He chose the basketball route. I think he made the right call. I made the wrong call. I'm on radio and he's in the NBA. So, but how was it to coach my guy?
You know what? I didn't really get a chance to coach him much because when I got there, he was kind of we were there for training camp, kind of watching and kind of helping as we could. But he was just what I noticed about him is he was a vocal guy, leader, was very in tune with what was going on defensively. And it was very sad to see him go because a lot of guys loved him, not just on the team, but the staff and the city of Philadelphia really embraced him as a blue-collar, hardworking guy. So didn't get a chance to build a deep relationship with him. I know he was a man of faith. I'm a man of faith, and I know that he represented that well. And always wish him the best.
Well, it's crazy, Coach. I was at the Westin in Memphis when the trade went down, when that was in Memphis to play the Grizzlies. I was in Memphis with Rob when the trade came down. I just saw the raw reaction, how it went down. Man, it was just sad to see how they all went down at the same time because I was there to see him play at Memphis, dude. It was like seeing that live and how that happens live, man, it was just heartbreaking for me, seeing how this guy loved him and how they hated to see him go.
No question. And I think, both teams were able to get something that they need. I think at that time you saw Minnesota, just was in a tough spot with Jimmy Butler. And I think it was a great trade for them because they got, good players that were happy to be there. And it was a great trade for us in Philly because, I think Jimmy obviously was a big part of what we did. So we missed Cub and everything. But I think also you saw the dynamic of Jimmy, really serving a big role here and adding some scoring and some defense. And not that Cub didn't, because the Cub was great defensively for us, but I thought a new element of scoring came, and it was pretty cool to see when everybody came together. So, so I think it was a refreshing opportunity for both parties.
I told Eldon on March 23rd when the Hawks played the Sixers that y'all got to re-sign my man Mike Scott. He is a sixth man for big that can play the pick and roll, 4-5-3. He can help out. He can start where you need him to. I said, you got to sign my man Mike Scott. Eldon has laughed. I know Eldon was with the Hawks too. He has laughed there and said, you got to sign my man Mike. He's good for y'all. He's a good third big off the bench for you guys. But sign that brother. But how was it to be around Mike this spring? I know he crazy as hell, but I know he probably tripped you out.
You know what was he's got an incredible work ethic. He comes out there and gets the shots up daily, extra shots. He's very intentional about working on his game, his craft, and his shooting, and putting that extra time. And so, got nothing but respect for him and what he's done individually to get himself better and what he brought to the organization.
And, Coach, I tell you what, man, I think you're in a great spot at your location on Eastern Shore. You right near D.C. You get to Virginia, going down to Virginia, get players, and get go to Baltimore City and get players. I mean, I love the opportunity you have there, Coach. And I know you saw the same things I'm seeing now about something you can build. I mean, you get on there with a clean slate. You really can get this thing going because you can get that roster turnover for you guys and really build a solid foundation, man. I'm happy for what you got going on, Coach. I feel it's going to be a great thing for you at UMES right now.
I appreciate it. I think we got a lot of work to do. You know, we kind of got the job late here, so we're doing our best to try to get involved with the best available talent that's out there right now. And at the same time, trying to, you know, get a head start on next year's recruiting, you know, and trying to take the guys that we do have here that are foundational guys and get them better. It's going to take some time, you know, and I think that you look at the history of this program, you know, it's a program that's never been to the NCAA tournament, and we're going to try to do some things differently. Not just in terms of how we do things recruiting-wise, in terms of being more visible in D.C., Baltimore, you know, Philly, New York City. We're also going to try to put ourselves in position to take some chances on some guys that maybe, you know, previous staffs haven't tried to do that with. And I think that if we can do that in a high level, it's going to give us the best chance to try to put together a competitive roster that can, you know, at some point, you know, have a chance to compete for MEAC championships.
Well, Coach, everything I can do for your program, if you let me know, let your media guy know, reach out to me. I love to help you guys out. I love helping out at HBCU schools from Tennessee State University. I have a soft spot for you guys in the MEAC and Hampton, and of course my alma mater as well. So I want to help you guys as much as I can. Give you a platform to hear, so you can get players here in Atlanta to listen about your program. So they can say, hey, if Georgia's don't recruit me, I can go somewhere else too, and still have a great career. Give me a good degree as well.
Hey, JR, all we got to do is get you the right Hawk shirt, and then your life is going to be so much better, man. Once we do that, I'm going to get your address. I'm going to get the right Hawk shirt down there, and then you're going to be coming in. You're going to go from the Bossman to the Hawkman.
The Hawkman, I like that. The Hawk. I think I'm already the Hawkman. Theoretically, I'm already the Hawkman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the right Hawks, I got you. The right Hawks, though, I got you. Hey, well, Coach, it's been great talking to you, man. I'm happy. You got me pumped up, Coach. I'm loving hearing what you got going on up there at UMES. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys got going on. Like I said, let me know if I can help you out any way I can. I'll do it, Coach. Thank you so much for your time today, man.
Good enough. Appreciate your Hawk fans. As I tell them, it's time to unite. Get ready. Yep. Talk to you soon, JR.
Yes, indeed, folks. It's Coach Crafton here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to do 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.